everybody. Sorry, my allergies are crazy. That's why we're a little bit late today with the daily reading. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the cosmic energy stuff. If you want to know really heavily in detail what the mutable cross that's happening right now, what it all means, watch my video from yesterday from June 9th, or go watch the Leo King's Deep Astrology video that talks about the mutable cross. I do want to talk about Venus being in Gemini because Venus loves being in Gemini. It's flirty, it's fun, it's playful. But there's kind of this underlying theme of, do I go out and have fun? Am I flirty? Am I playful? Versus what do I need to get done in my life? What are the things that I need to do? Yada, yada, yada. Try and remain healthy and balanced with both aspects. I know the energy has been really heavy the last couple of days, and the energy leading up to it is heavy. I'm not going to tell everybody that it's going to get easier. What I'm going to say is all of these changes that are happening leading up to the full moon in Sagittarius, leading up to eclipse season in July, leading up to retrogrades, Neptune's going retrograde in June, Mercury goes retrograde in July. All of these energies leading up to all of this is for change, right? We're all evolving. Welcome to evolution. If you're interested in any of my apparel or any of the jewelry, go check out my website, fearlessintuition.net. These necklaces are actually going live today, so you'll be able to purchase your own clear crystal quartz, handmade. All this silver work was hand done. All of that silver work was hand done. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And it's hypoallergenic silver, so which I actually requested because I'm allergic to all metals except for pure silver and pure gold and pure platinum. So I actually requested the hypoallergenic. Anyway, yeah, so allowing yourself to kind of see that this energy is a good thing. It's all about evolution. It's all about moving forward. It's all about growth and opportunity. The hard part is getting stuck in the fear because this energy can feed your fears a lot right now. If you're allowing yourself to sit in the negative self-talk, there are ways to get out of that. There are ways to help yourself get out of that. I talk about this in my one-on-one alignment coaching, which is actually on sale during June. Make sure you take advantage of that. But my one-on-one alignment coaching, self-alignment coaching, learning how to master yourself, learning how to live in alignment. We talk about negative self-critical talk and how to erase that from your programming. We talk about how to unprogram yourself from all the lies you've been telling yourself your entire life and everybody else has been telling you your entire life. And why are we doing that? Because I want you to be able to manifest greatness. I want you to be able to see that even though you can acknowledge and accept where you are right now and where you are today right now, growing and pushing forward into the future can be just as amazing. It doesn't have to be so hard. Life doesn't have to be so hard. We're making it very hard these days. So really quick business. Again, I talked about the merchandise. If you guys want to get readings from me, I did refresh the the one question $30 readings. Usually I do those in a live format. This way you actually, you actually get a private video link. So you get a private video link asking with your one question. So I refreshed those for this week, and you'll get that answered within 3 to 5 business days. So you get it really super fast. Depending on when you order it and send the question, you'll get, within 3 to 5 business days. Also, what's on sale? The 1-hour personal reading is on sale, and the one-on-one alignment coaching and the twin flame alignment coaching. All of that is on sale right now. I will be putting up a new twin flame energy update reading on Patreon today. So if you're interested in that, go check out my Patreon. That's always, you get a lot of little nice extras when you subscribe to Patreon. Also, I think that's it. think that's everything. If you want to, oh, the event for Kansas City, June 28th, that link is in the description box below. It's not on my website yet. It will be later today, but for now, the link for the June 28th event is on my website in the description box below. If you want to get all of these updates, please sign up for the email distribution list on my website to subscribe. All right. Yeah, the fight is on, man. 9 of Wands. The fight is on. And I feel like there's a defensive nature also. It's like, are you fighting against the energy? Are you fighting against this push forward? Because all of this really big momentum. Oh, I forgot to say that if you order a reading this week, the 1 hour alignment readings, you could very well get scheduled next week. I think I actually have several openings next week. So you would get scheduled in like emergency time frame without having to pay the emergency price. And it's on sale. Keep that in mind. I have people email me all the time and they're like, what's the time frame? And I'm like, usually 2 weeks, but right now it's only a week. So and then we have the 10 of Wands. This is very interesting. I feel like the burden of this really, the rapid changes that are happening and the way the energy is going, I feel like that's the burden. But the thing is with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, you're almost to the end of this cycle. You're almost to the, like you're, it's like the, I think I can, you know, the train, the little train that could, the little engine that could. I think I can. That 10 of Wands makes me feel like what the burden is, the pressure and the burden is the push forward. All of this forward momentum, all of this energy that we're feeling, usually people get burdened because they feel stuck. And I feel like a lot of people are burdened right now because of the momentum, because of all the things that are happening all at once. And it's like, it's almost like a brain freeze. Like, oh my God, I can't even think straight anymore, you know? So we have the Chariot and we have the Queen of Swords. Interesting. You could feel like you need to, because the Queen of Swords is very discerning. She really, really takes her time in making decisions. She's very, very discerning. Yeah. And then we have the Knight of Wands. There's so much fast movement in this reading right now that like I can't, like wands, Chariot, fast movement. This Queen of Swords feels really, really super overburdened and feels really overwhelmed. That's what this is happening here. So, and the Knight of Wands is like, she's so overwhelmed that she doesn't know what to do or where to go or how to this or that and whatever, right? Wishy-washy. The reason why she can't make a decision is because everything's happening so fast. So, what I'm going to suggest, take it one step at a time. It doesn't have to be so hard. Life doesn't have to be so hard. The fight doesn't have to be so hard. The forward momentum doesn't have to be so stressful. And here's the thing is if you're not feeling this forward momentum, it's coming. Whatever it is that you've been fighting for and whatever it is that you're trying to get to or you're trying to accomplish is right around the corner. And this Chariot is saying that you're on the right path of whatever it is that you're doing right now. You're on the right path and what you're supposed to be doing. Just be very discerning when it comes to the decisions you're making. Now, that doesn't mean you sit there and you think, oh my God, am I making the right decision or the wrong decision? Like, I don't want you to feel like there's whether you're making the right or wrong decision doesn't matter right now because there is no such thing as right or wrong. what there is learning a lesson. No matter what decision you're going to be making for your future, you're learning a lesson. Okay? And some of the decisions that need to be made, you don't even have to make them, because I guarantee you the universe might make them for you. It's really funny because I just had a conversation with my mom, and there's something that's being removed from her life. It's needed to be removed for a very long time. I've even actually said it out loud to her. Like, man, something's got to change, Mom. You can't keep going like this. Like, things cannot keep going this direction. And she would not change it and not change it and not change it. And it's being removed from her life. And I was like, so I said, oh my gosh, the universe is removing that. And she was like, no, I'm pretty sure this person's removing it from my, and she got really bitter about it. And I was like, no. I'm trying to help you see it in a positive way. This is something that has been really, really toxic for you for a very, very long time. The universe is removing it because you're learning your lesson. And this lesson that you have to learn right now is to not let your ego get involved, because your ego is trying to tell you that it's a bad thing. Your ego is trying to tell you that it's bad because of this, and this. Your higher self has been trying to tell you for a very long time that it needs to be taken out of your life because it's been really, really toxic. And I'm talking like decades it's been toxic, right? This woman has been dealing with something for decades and she just sits in it, which is, that's her prerogative. That was her choice, whatever. But I said to her, I'm like, this is the lesson that you're learning right now, is you've got to see that this evolution, this process forward, this change, she's not big on change. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a Scorpio, so she's not big on change. But this change in her life will benefit her eventually. She's just very bitter about the way it came about. So I had to kind of turn her idea of why it was such a negative thing and bring her into, so that's what I'm saying. This is what I mean by when the universe, when you're fighting for something so much, 9 of Wands, when you're fighting for something so much and the universe is like, is that really what you're wanting to fight for? Some of you, it's a relationship. 2 of Cups on the 9 of Wands. That's heavy. So don't get discouraged. If this relationship is supposed to happen, if this connection is supposed to happen, it will. You shouldn't have to fight tooth and nail until you're exhausted for a relationship. That should be like something like both of you are fighting for it. If you feel like this is like a one-way street and you're the only one that's fighting for this existence, this relationship existence, and it's not happening for you, something needs to change, right? Some of you might be getting communication about a relationship. Some of you might have just opened up communication about a relationship. So we have Strength and the Hierophant and the 5 of Cups. I very much feel like this conversation, that because the 8 of Wands is having a conversation, right? It's like, and it could be, it's like communication, either by text, messaging, whatever. I feel like this energy movement forward, this conversation, the things that are happening really, really fast, it's telling you, it's helping you with the momentum of moving past the 5 of Cups. This fast moving energy is pushing you, catapulting you forward to give you strength. And I feel like with the Hierophant, it's helping you to get balanced, because, and I don't often see the Hierophant as a balancing card, but I feel like it's helping you gain control and strength. And I feel like it's helping you remove some negativity from the past. Because that 5 of Cups, he's dwelling on the past, right? And he's not dwelling on what he still has in front of him or any kind of forward momentum. What I feel like is this could even be like actually moving. in order to be with somebody. I feel like somebody's fighting for a relationship or fighting for a connection, and allowing yourself to move away from one certain situation that you were already in is going to give you a lot of strength, but it might also be really, really sad at the same time, because you're having to leave behind what you are already, what you're used to, what you want, what you know to be. Now, remember that this isn't going to resonate with everybody. This feels very... And now here's the other thing. If you're not actually moving, if there isn't like physical movement or anything like that, the energy is quickening. The energy is quickening. And I feel like the burden of the arguing and the back and forth and the conversations, that is where this Five of Wands comes in. That's where the Five of Cups comes in. And I feel like the cards are telling you that the communication has to be open. The communication had to be open. And you know what? This Two of Cups doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. This could be between friends, family members, just somebody that you are very, very close to, that you feel... Sorry, my hair is like... There's just a big old knot on top of my head. Someone that you feel like a connection with. I feel like you're having to leave the old ways of doing things behind. The petty arguments were really, really burdening. The carrying the load, right? That Five of Wands on the Ten of Wands is very telling, because you're carrying this very heavy load of constant arguing and constant battling and constant fighting, and you don't want to do that anymore. That Nine of Wands is also fighting, right? You don't want to do it anymore, so there's this conversation that's had. You don't want to hold on to the burden. You don't want to hold on to all of that. But there's this conversation that's had, right? And it brings you strength, and it brings you clarity, and it brings you back down to earth in a way. And then we have the Chariot. So let's see where the Chariot is headed. Because I feel like the Chariot is, yeah, your future forward, right? You want to think of your future forward. But it's almost like some things had to come out in the open first. So we have the Three of Wands on the Chariot. And this Three of Wands is allowing you freedom. It's allowing you, because in this deck, I don't feel it's you're waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like the Three of Wands and the Chariot are both pushing you forward into the future. And it's almost like a freedom aspect. It feels very, very freeing. Okay? So as you get pushed into the future, and there's this, I'm getting all super wound up and excited, because I love that we have the Queen of Swords here, who is very discerning about all of the decisions that need to be made. She's the decision maker. She's the one that balances everything out. I mean, if you look at her, some people may even call her the Ice Queen. You know what? Sometimes you got to be a boss bitch if you want to get things done. Sometimes you have to. You have to make the hard decisions when you want to get things done. You could do it tactfully, which I have not always been very good at. That is a lesson that I'm having to learn in my life. We all know my Mercury is in Leo, so I get very confident about the way I communicate, right? This Queen of Swords is being so discerning right now that she's actually shedding light and shedding clarity on this situation. It's kind of an aha moment, and that's what I mean by, the Queen of Swords is the boss, right? She is somebody who has all of the answers and can shed light, shed clarity on the situation, because she is very discerning. And she says, this is the way it's going to be, and this is how things are going to be. So, all of this energy, this rapid changing energy, whoever this Queen of Swords is, because I know that there are men that watch this as well, it is a general reading. Think of it as the King of Swords if this is you. Because I feel like this is the audience person that's watching this. If it's not the audience person that's watching this, and it's resonating with you in a different way, this is somebody in your life that you have had, that they've had to shed some light, and that might have been this conversation that brought up some really tough subjects that were really, really painful. But it was all for the good. It was all for a good cause. It was all to move in a good, positive direction. Now let's see with this Knight of Wands. Whoa. Okay. So there are decisions that need to be made to not sit in a lack mentality. I feel like the Queen of Swords, I mean, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's a really good outcome. It's happy, it's healthy, it's clarity, it's shining, it's knowing that you have a future. But here's the thing is, I feel like if you're not discerning on what you want in your life, you could have, like, this is where that dark energy is that I was talking about before. The Five of Pentacles is really, that's a lack mentality. So you could either sit in a lack mentality, and I feel like that's what the Knight of Wands is trying to figure out. How do I get out of this lack mentality? How do I get out of this lack mentality? Well, first of all, you don't think of lack as a material thing for you, right? Because material stuff, money comes and goes. The best part is believing in yourself enough to know that you do already have the answers. And this energy can trick you into thinking that you don't have the answers yet, or that you are not capable of having the answers. You just have to allow you have to believe in yourself right now. And it's very, very hard to believe in yourself right now. So, for those of you that are going to comment and be like, I don't believe in myself. I've had several messages of people wanting to end their lives right now. I mean, that's how heavy it is. Please don't go that route. Please don't go that route. Reach out first to anybody. So think about what you have right now today, and allow yourself to sit in the abundance of what you have. Even if it's not a lot, you can still be very abundant in what you have today. Okay? And have the tough conversations. Sometimes those tough conversations can really release a lot of pressure, built up pressure. I've been saying for the last couple of days that I feel like I'm in a pressure cooker and I just need the pressure to be released. Like I can't handle it anymore. And I know that it's going to release in due time, but there's a lot of energy that's going on right now, and people can get very testy and people can get very angry very quickly. Stay in your lane and remember who you are. Remember who you are. All right, my friends. Thank you for all your support with these daily readings. Again, if you would like to get a personal reading from me or an alignment session, a coaching alignment session, that information is in the description box. The alignment sessions are on sale right now, and so are the 1 hour one-on-one readings. They are on sale right now for June. Gemini birthday reading special is still available. What else? Oh, and the Kansas City event link is in the description box below this video. I love you all, and go check out the merchandise. Go check out the necklaces and stuff. They're really cool. They're going to all be up on the website later today. So if you want to wait until later today to check out all the necklaces that are there, there's only going to be like a limited number. They're going to be put up on the website. So I love you all. Take care. Bye.